Exactly. Who is he? He's a new school clone from America. Wasn't good enough for the WWF to bring him over here and think he's good enough to beat us. They'll send him home with a bloody body back.
Another chance. Like I say, he wasn't good enough for America. Certainly ain't good enough for Britain.
That's 100% true, brother. We are 100% British here. The best they get them to come over here and beat us. It's got it all wrong.
Another chance. Old school rules.
Welcome to Frontier Wrestling as we look back on the events leading up to tonight's cataclysmic main event. Yes, it'll be Alex Shane and Harvard Chris Nowinski from the WWE against Flash Barker and Drew McDonald. But it all could have been so different as we see Alex Shane under attack from the old school, saved by his then bodyguard, Mr. Blonde, who turned out to be an old school plant. Yes, Flash Barker was Mr. Blonde. He was Alex Shane's bodyguard, and he ordered Alex Shane's security team, who we thought were loyal to the Showstealer, to attack him as well. It was all an old school plot. Flash Barker is now firmly entrenched in the philosophy of the old school. He stands side by side with Drew McDonald, Dino Scarlo, Dean Ayers and Justin Richards. They were joined by Robbie Brookside, a formidable unit. But Alex Shane introduced his secret weapon on this very TV show just a couple of weeks ago. There he is, Chris Nowinski from the WWE. He went through the trials and tribulations of Tough Enough, coming up against the opposition of America's old school wrestlers who didn't want him to be there, who thought he had no right to be there. He is as new school as they come. He stands with Alex Shane against Dino Scarlo, against Drew McDonald, against Flash Barker.
But you know what? That ain't right. Because I've been in the ring with Triple H and Kurt Angle and Al Snow and Alex Shane. So you will either give me respect or I will beat it out of you. Yeah!
Tonight, it'll be Shane and Harvard against Barker and McDonald. Old school versus new school. Hard-hitting tag team action tonight on Frontier Wrestling.
Across the ocean to do one thing, and that's kick your ass. And as my good friend Alex Shane says, there's just two things you can do about it. That's nothing, and I like it!
The stage is set then as we see Drew McDonald making his way to the ringside area. The Highlander from hell, the Scottish Nightmare. Drew McDonald has been in this business longer than some of the FWA wrestlers have been alive. He's done it all. He's fought them all. He had a memorable hair versus hair match with Big Daddy way back in the day. Of course, to look at him, you'll know he lost. The hair has never quite recovered since then, but he wears it proudly like that. He says, I am bald. This is me. I am ferocious. Do not make fun of my bald pate or I'll shove my fist down your throat. That's what kind of man Drew McDonald is, and he's joined tonight by a very similar character, Flash Barker. He was on the British Olympic karate team as a reserve maybe, but he was there. He's a tough man who's had his fair share of knocks down his years in the business. He too is old school. He fooled us all. He pulled the wool over our eyes when he came in as Alex Shane's head of security, but he's firmly entrenched in the old school now, and he's brought the boys. We saw them last week losing to the New Breed. He's brought them to the ring as extra security, as if they need it. Remixed version of Fair Harvard, courtesy of our resident music supremo, Rusty Music, rings out across Acton Town Hall. Chris Nowinski, the WWE, comes to the ring. He's got revenge on his mind. His fight with the old school isn't a personal one, unlike Alex Shane, but he took the knocks from the old school in the USA, and as a consequence of even taking part in the WWE Tough It Up Search for a Star. He wasn't chosen as one of the show's winners, but he's worked hard to get back into the WWE, and he's helping out his friend Alex Shane here tonight against those two old school monsters. Chris Harvard has got it all, but most importantly, he's got Alex Shane in his corner. Shane's signature tune, doing the arm movement. I'm doing it too here in the booth. You can't see that, but believe me, I am. I'm firmly behind Alex Shane here tonight. Alex Shane and Chris Harvard are going to steal the show against the old school of Drew McDonald and Flash Barker. It's going to be a brawl, ladies and gentlemen, so sit back, get comfortable, and get ready for the match of the night, the match of any night. Alex Shane and Chris Harvard versus Drew McDonald and Flash Barker. The stakes couldn't be higher. Shane has had his fair share of knocks from the old school. This is his chance to get revenge on them. He wants to get his hands on Flash Barker, the man who turned on him. He wants to get his hands on Drew McDonald, the man who threatened to set him alight. It's Alex Shane with revenge on his mind, and he's got Chris Harvard to help him. Harvard, Chris Nowinski from the WWE, and Alex Shane. What a team! And they've got the crowd behind them as well. There's a sneak attack from the old school. Typical old school tactics from Barker and McDonald. McDonald gives it to Harvard in the corner. Barker whips Alex Shane into the security barrier, but a backdrop over the top of the barrier by Shane, sending Barker tumbling to the hard wooden floor. Fan cam catches Shane. They're out in the arena. They're brawling amongst the fans as McDonald keeps Chris Harvard pinned in the corner. A big welcome to England for Chris Harvard from Drew McDonald, the Scotsman, the Highlander from hell, with the hardest headbutt in the Northern Hemisphere. There is Flash Barker throwing Alex Shane into the concession stand. There's drinks and crisps going flying everywhere. It's like Billy Bunter in a tuck shop. Back in the ring, it's McDonald on Harvard. I'm not sure who the legal men here. I'm not sure it even matters. This is a war. This is a battle. Alex Shane flung into a wooden wall. That's got no give. That's solid brick and cement behind that wood. Alex Shane's back felt the full force of it as Barker leads Shane up the steps onto the stage. Alex Shane comes back, a kick to the midsection. At the same time, a flying crossbody in the ring from Chris Harvard, taking Drew McDonald down. That was like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Once again, a flying crossbody attempt by Harvard, missing over McDonald. Alex Shane went for a crusher, it seemed, but Barker countered it, and a boot to the head leaves Alex Shane lying prone on the stage. In the ring, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on here, but back in the ring, we've got a double team. We've got Flash Barker and Drew McDonald on Chris Harvard. He's a rookie in some ways. He's not been in the business too long, but he had a great schooling from Taz, from Al Snow, from the legends of the WWE. Triple H himself passed on tips to that man, Harvard Chris Nowinski, but he's going to have to use all those tricks, all those tips tonight to survive against Drew McDonald and Flash Barker. And there he is, he's blocked the slam and hits a slam of his own. Barker taken down, elbow attempt, Barker 2-kick. Barker is like a solid stone golem. The man is huge. The strength that Chris Harvard must have to take Barker off the ground is enormous, but he's going to need more than strength tonight because he's up against a team. Barker and McDonald have known each other for years. We thought they were on opposite sides, but it seems they were reading from the same page. They were on the same team. Drew McDonald, Flash Barker, and a flying headbutt delivered to the chest of Chris Harvard. And McDonald makes the cover. Kick out on 2 by Chris. Alex Shane appealing for a tag. He wants to get in there. He wants to get his hands on those old school rascals, those old school villains. Alex Shane hates them. I hate them. I'm sure Harvard Chris would hate them if he couldn't think of survival right now, because that's all that he's got on his mind. He's found himself in a tight spot. He's had Flash Barker and Drew McDonald coming at him, sometimes both at the same time, for the last 5 minutes. But he's absorbed the punishment. Drew McDonald even talking trash to him now. And a drop kick. Have you ever seen a man the size and build of Drew McDonald drop kick a man like Chris Harvard? And a strut as well. Drew McDonald is enjoying this. He's taking the Yankee new school fool, as he would call him, and taking him to school, the old school that is. Barker bringing Chris Harvard down to earth, and the referee, Andrew Coyne, fooled by a simple look and point trick. Coyne, come on, get your eye on the game. And once again, Andrew Coyne, you're allowing yourself to be taken in by these wily veterans. You've got to be on your game as much as Shane and Harvard, Andrew Coyne. I'm fed up of lecturing you, but when will it get across? Chris Harvard coming back, ducking the clothesline, a back suplex, taking Flash Barker down. But look at Chris Harvard, that last effort looks to have spent most of the energy he's had left. The cameras are rolling, we'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Frontier Wrestling. When we left for the break, Chris Harvard was desperately trying to make the tag to Alex Shane. As you can see, he's made that tag. Alex Shane is in, and it's like a whirlwind of hurt for the old school team of Flash Barker and Drew McDonald. Attempted Irish whip by Shane into the pump handle. Barker blocks it, but there, an ace crusher by Alex Shane, taking Flash Barker down, and Shane is the man. Shane is stealing the show right here tonight. A whip into the corner, a scoop slam, and his patented leg drop off the middle rope. Only a 2 count. Flash Barker isn't going to go down that easy, and I'm sure Alex Shane isn't going to let it rest, but no, he misses the somersault leg drop. Just a little too elaborate, a little too much. Flash Barker obviously had him well scouted, was able to move. A jaw jacker taking Alex Shane down. The pain in that jaw must be immense. It's a nice Adonis-like jawline, but at the moment it's hurting. Drew McDonald in, a clothesline, taking Alex Shane down to the mat. Shane now in a similar position to what we saw Chris Harvard in just a few moments ago. It's him crawling along the mat, kicking out on 2 to Drew McDonald's attempted pinfall, but crawling along the mat, trying to find help, trying to find respite. This match is so back and forth. This match could go either way. Drew McDonald, Flash Barker, Alex Shane, Harvard Chris Nowinski, they've all taken their fair share of knocks, their fair share of bumps and bruises in this match, and they've all dealt it out as well. As Alex Shane blocks the clothesline, delivers a hip toss, and there's the Shane Station. the Shane station out of nowhere on Flash Barker, taking him further out of the game. Alex Shane, very, very clever move, or is it because he's left Drew McDonald lying in the centre of the ring? Drew McDonald has had all this time to make his recovery. The referee looking to count out Alex Shane as Flash Barker delivers a guillotine leg drop on Alex Shane over the barriers, and Chris Harvard comes in. Chris Nowinski with a fist to the head of Flash Barker and a head to the barrier, and Drew McDonald in with a kick to Harvard Chris's head. I said it was back and forth, but I didn't realise that it was back and forth like a teenage girl's affections. Boys Own Westlife, take that. That's the kind of back and forth we've got this week as Flash Barker leads Alex Shane out into the crowd. Drew McDonald deals out some punishment to Chris Harvard by the stage. And where are we? We're somewhere. We're out in the foyer of the arena. They're brawling out in the foyer as back in the ring. Harvard Chris, a huge slam off the top rope. Drew McDonald sent down to the ground, reminiscent of his debut in the FWA when Scott Parker performed a similar manoeuvre through a table to win the match against Drew McDonald. This time it was Chris Harvard. The match can't be won by this pair. They're not the legal men. Drew McDonald is, but Alex Shane is the legal man for the new school team. Andrew Coyne has lost control because Alex Shane and Flash Barker are somewhere out in the building. They're brawling somewhere outside. We don't know where they are. We've got Fancam after them. Fancam's trying to chase them to find out where they are. But meanwhile, we're going to stay with Harvard Chris Nowinski and Drew McDonald as they brawl around the ringside area. A couple of European uppercuts from Chris Harvard taking Drew McDonald down, and it's Drew McDonald's turn to crawl like a dog, a Scottish dog, a Scotty dog if you will. Now Harvard leading him through the crowd. There's Fancam. I wonder if it managed to find Alex Shane and Flash Barker. Everyone, they're up on the balcony. The crowd were pointing up to the balcony. Our cameraman has managed to find them up there as Drew McDonald and Chris Harvard brawl in the seats below. We've got Alex Shane up on the balcony. Is he going to do one of his famous patented balcony dives as the boys wade in? Alex Shane looking to dive on a Drew McDonald, but Flash Barker attacked him from behind. Stopped the Showstealer before he could dive. If the Showstealer would have made that huge balcony dive, it must be almost 40 feet, he would have killed Drew McDonald, I'm sure. Chris Harvard fights back against the boys and Drew McDonald. It's one man too many as McDonald recovers from the beating earlier dished out by the Harvard graduate. He was summa cum laude, captain of the football team at Harvard. He's now in the WWE, but tonight he's in the FWA. But all that might not be enough because Drew McDonald is a fighter, an ex-paratrooper, a veteran in this business, and he's dealing it out to Chris Harvard. Alex Shane was up on the balcony about to deliver a huge dive. Must be almost 50 feet, that balcony. A huge dive down onto Drew McDonald, but Flash Barker interrupted him before he could make the flight, before he could take off. I assume they're brawling somewhere out the back again. Again, we're going to try and find them with our roving camera. But back in the ring, Chris Harvard Chris Nowinski taking it to Drew McDonald. And he's lifted him up on his shoulders. Enormous strength. What is that? Just as he was about to get a 3 count, and I'm sure that was what it was, Dean Ayers pulled the referee up, and there's Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm and Justin Richards will fight on next week's show, with Dean Ayers leading Justin Richards to the ring. Johnny Storm taking out his frustrations, his hatred of the old school, out on Dean Ayers, and Chris Harvard has recovered. Johnny Storm fought Chris Harvard enough time, and there's Alex Shane. Alex Shane is back at the ring. Who knows what went on at the back, because there's Flash Barker as well. This has returned to some kind of normality, ladies and gentlemen. All 4 men are at least in the ringside area, if not back in the ring. This one has been wild. It's been a wild brawl all around the arena, all around Acton. Acton Town Hall as Alex Shane misses one clothesline and then misses another and goes for the one-night stand. He's got Barker up on his shoulders. He's going to deliver the one-night stand, but Justin Richards with a low blow from the outside. And here's Vixen. Vixen is Drew McDonald's valet. Nikita's here. The new school are coming to support their men. They're coming to save Alex Shane and Harvard Chris Nowinski. This is a Pier 6 brawl. It's every man for himself on the outside. Justin Richards is there. Vixen's there. We've got Nikita. We've got Justin Richards, I've said that, I'll say it again, Cunley Toy. We've got Dean Ayers, not Dean Richards, he's a footballer. I'm getting so confused here. This one is totally out of control. As Drew McDonald, actually one of the combatants in this match, puts the boots to Chris Harvard on the outside. We see Flash Barker. He's setting Alex Shane up for the flash in the pan, and there it is, the flash in the pan, delivered to Alex Shane. But only a 2 count. Shane makes it to the rope. He couldn't break the count. And there's the new breed. The new breed are in on Barker. They've taken Flash Barker down with the total elimination. And here are the boys. We saw the boys lose to the new breed last week. This one is unbelievable. We've seen just about the whole locker room empty into that ring. Look on the outside. There's Drew McDonald and Chris Harvard. There's Sticks and Ash, the new breed. There's Ash and Flyers. They're brawling into the crowd. They're brawling into the FWA's loyal fans. Are we going to get a resolution in this match? Do we even care? I'm just enjoying seeing the brawling here, seeing the fighting. Alex Shane goes for the Shane Station and misses. Goes to the outside as Drew McDonald hits Chris Harvard with an upper jab, taking him on that chiseled chin, that chiseled Ivy League graduate chin. Flash Barker, an elbow drop from the apron to Alex Shane on the outside as Drew McDonald back in the ring with Chris Harvard. I've lost track who are the legal men here. I'm pretty sure it's not those two there, but they're the Celtic Crusher taking Chris Harvard down, and there's Jody Fleisch. Jody Fleisch is here. We haven't seen him for a few weeks, ever since he was injured at the hands of Dino Scarlo and that man there, Drew McDonald. Fleisch has revenge on his mind. He's hitting Drew McDonald with all he's got, punches and kicks, and McDonald is just shrugging it off, and a huge clothesline sends Fleisch spinning 360 degrees through the air. Fleisch is down. The White Knight is now nothing more than a stain, but no! He's resisting, and a kick to the head of Drew McDonald. Drew trying to shrug that off, but there's Jody Fleisch. The spinning springboard kick off the top rope. Drew McDonald is down. Chris Harvard crawling towards him, covers him for the pin, but Dino Scarlo is in. Scarlo breaking the pin. He's rousing Drew McDonald, but Scarlo is taken down himself by Fleisch. Scarlo, his head rammed on the apron, and a roundhouse heel kick taking Scarlo down. Alex Shane backdropped on the floor by Flash Barker. There was a shooting star press, springboard off the top by Jody Fleisch onto Dino Scarlo. The moves are coming faster than I can call them. But back in the ring, we've still got Drew McDonald and Chris Harvard trying to find some resolution as Jody Fleisch deals out punishment to Dino. And a moonsault, the moonsault press off the barrier on the outside, taking Dino Scarlo down. Jody Fleisch isn't even in this match, and yet he's making a huge impact. There's Chris Harvard, oh, a rake to the eye. The old school moves of Drew McDonald, punishing Chris Harvard. Alex Shane still on the floor from that backdrop before, and there's Robbie Brookside. But no, Chris Harvard misses. Robbie Brookside hits his own man, Drew McDonald, with that snooker cue and gets taken down by a massive clothesline from Chris Harvard. Harvard's now got his second win. He wants to see this one over. He wants some resolution as Alex Shane knocked off the apron. And there's Doug Williams, the Revolution DDT by Doug Williams. The Anarchist, his patented finishing manoeuvre on Flash Parker. Alex Shane makes the cover, and it's all over. Alex Shane and Harvard's Chris Nowinski have beaten Drew McDonald and Flash Parker with no small bit of help from Doug the Anarchist Williams, who we saw 2 weeks ago fight off the old school in his own inimitable way. Today he helped Alex Shane gain some revenge on his former bodyguard. The new school have won, the new school have beaten the old school. Kiss that double D, put it on a plate, eat it. You might want to put some humble pie on there too. This has been Mark Priest. I'm in celebratory mood, as are the FWA. Until next week, have a great week.